guys, and welcome back to my channel. First of all, I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone. I really hope 2020 brings you everything you ever wanted, and I'm sending you all good vibes. Of course, every year you always hear people wishing you health, happiness, and success. And that's because it really is the three most important things. And the 5 ideas that I will be sharing with you today do revolve around those 3 things and how to really be healthier, happier, and more successful. Of course, before we do get started with these 5 specific things to do in the new year, it's important to know where you are starting from. So maybe on a piece of paper, write down your starting point concerning your weight, how much money you currently have, how much money do you have saved, etc. And of course, to achieve all these things, you need to do 3 specific things. And that is number 1, to have a plan, number 2, to be consistent, and finally number 3, to enjoy the journey. Write those down somewhere, put it on a post-it, stick it on your mirror so you see that every single day and remind yourself of these 3 things because they are so important. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. The first thing to do may not come to a surprise to you guys, but that is to make resolutions. Maybe you've already started thinking of some, but it's really important to write them down and be specific with them. I actually separate my yearly goals or resolutions, however you want to call them. Well, I actually separate them in 4 different parts. I always have the first part being health/happiness. The second one will always be my finances. Number 3 will always be my life in general. And then I'll always have a section called other. In the first section of health, that's where I like to put my starting weight of the year and what I want my goal weight to be by the end of the year. Now, what you also want to put in this section is what are you going to do to get to that goal weight? For me, I put down how many times I will be going to the gym. I wrote down that I will be meal prepping all of my lunches and etc. It's really up to you to figure out what are these specific things that you will do this year in order to be healthier and achieve your goals concerning your health and happiness. Of course, I did do another video on 10 habits to do daily in order to be healthier and happier, and I will link that down below, and maybe those can be some ideas for you guys to add into this section. Going on to the second part of this yearly goals list is my finances. Of course, at the top, I put in how much money I currently have and how much I have saved, and I also put in how much I want to have saved by the end of the year. Just like the first one, under that, I also put what I will do exactly in order to get there. How much percentage of every paycheck will I put away in order to get there? How much will I be saving every month? It's important in the new year to remember before buying something, do you really need it or do you just want it? The third section is called life. And what that means for me is that I put everything that I will need to do in the year of 2020, just regarding my timeline, we can call it. So in the year of 2020, I put down that I will start university. I also have that I need to pass the order exam in order to become a registered nurse, and also other things that I will need to follow in the year 2020 to make sure that by the end, I am up to date with everything I need to do this year. For you, it might be that you need to pass a certain certificate in order to get a promotion or anything like that, but it's really up to you to find out what exactly you need to do in order to really get to where you want to be. So the final section is called other, and what I mean by that is the things that you want to accomplish this year that don't necessarily go into the parts of health, finances, and your life. So for example, for me, in that section, I have to get a new camera. So in the year of 2020, I want to really improve the quality of my videos. And for that, of course, I do need a new camera and lighting system to do this. All right, so moving on to the second thing you need to do in 2020 to have a better year is to declutter and be clean. Living in a clean and decluttered space will totally change your life. I actually just decluttered all my clothes and got rid of a bunch of stuff that I don't really wear anymore, and I put them all into separate bags that I will donate. Not only did this leave so much more room, and now it is so much easier to just open up my drawers to get my clothes, but it just feels so good to see everything neat and organized. Now, this might be too much for you, but my closet is even color coordinated, and I've actually had that for about 2 years now, and it's so easy when you need to go look for something, you know what color it is, is, it's easier to find it. You will actually see that when you are living in a more organized space, you'll realize that your life tends to be more organized too. So it will all just tie in together in the end. The third thing I have today to present you is to set specific routines for yourself. I know you must see this a lot of times where you'll hear of people having specific morning routines and night routines, and they're really not there for nothing. So what I like to do is in my phone, just in my notes, I will write specific things I want to do every morning, even when I'm in a rush. So an example of that would be before I do make my coffee every morning, I like to have a big glass of water. You've just gone so many hours sleeping and your body is so dehydrated. So before just, drinking a bunch of coffee, it's important to hydrate. Hydrate before you caffeinate. That's just an example of specific things that I like to do. And once again, you can take ideas from the 2 videos I made on how to be more happier, healthier, and successful, and add those things into your daily routines. This also includes making a workout plan for when you go to the gym. So in my phone, once again, in my notes, I have a workout plan, and I have written the lower body, upper body, the core, and what I like to do is write all my favorite exercises for each section, and I pretty much do know it by heart, but sometimes it will happen that when I'm at the gym, after I'm done my workout, I will just check my list to make sure I have done everything, and it has happened, honestly, more than it should, that I do forget certain exercises, and then I will remember to go do them before finishing my workout. So the point here is that when you have specific things written down, it will only benefit you and help you not forget these specific things to do during the day, and the result of that will only make you healthier, happier, and more successful. It's been proven over and over again, and if you look up videos and read up on the billionaires and millionaires of the world, those are really what they do. They are very organized, they have everything written down, and they have proven that doing this really does work. And if it's worth anything, it has worked for me. I've been doing this for at least 2 years now, writing everything down, and it really helps you stay consistent. And remember the 3 things I told you at the beginning of the video, which is to have a plan, be consistent, and enjoy the process. It always comes down to those 3 things. All right, the 4th thing I have is to be smart with your money. And what I mean by that is, like I did mention earlier in the resolution section, is that you want to really focus on only buying the things that you need and not what you want. Of course, sometimes, yes, splurge and reward yourself. If you hit a new weigh-in, if you got a good mark on an exam, something you really worked hard for, of course, it is important to reward yourself. Now, a reward doesn't always need to be such a huge prize. It can be something small, like a drink at Starbucks that maybe has too many calories, but on that day, you're rewarding yourself, so you deserve it. That is totally fine. But just remember, don't just splurge and waste money on things and just throw it out the window. Start saving your money and even think about starting to invest. I am 22, and if you're around my age, it is time that you start investing. Now, don't feel like you can only start if you only have thousands of dollars to do so. Start with $1,000, start with $500, and you will see how not only will it be more exciting to add money in that account and watch it grow, but you will see how by the end of the year, how much money you have saved and how much more successful you are. The last thing I have for you today is to be more happy. I know that may sound cliche and just a lot easier said than done, but it's true. In 2020, it's important to put yourself first. Say no and do whatever makes you happy. You will see that when you stop thinking about what other people think about you, you will get so much more done with your life and you'll even succeed more. And once you see that happen, it'll only push you to go further and do it again. Spend some time taking care of yourself. Take a bath, go to the gym, spend some time alone, and you will see how that can really benefit you, and it'll only recharge you for other things to come. When you do take some time from yourself, you will see how other things in your life will also start to improve. And it will just improve yourself, which is the number one goal for all of us. That is to improve yourself and become the best version that you can ever become. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I loved making this for you guys. This is something I'm really passionate about. Making goals is something I've been doing for years now, and I can't wait to do it for the rest of my life. Every week I make new goals, every month, every year. And once you start doing so, you'll see how things really start to change in your life. write everything down, and just remember that you need to make a plan, be consistent, and enjoy the process. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like and comment down below other videos that you would like to see in 2020. I am so excited for the new year. I have so many ideas on things to film for you guys, and I just know that 2020 is going to be such a great year. So that's it for today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!